You're here, I'm here, good music's here to be played and to be talked about. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever so grateful. I'm Alan, this is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the tape. Oh, hello all, welcome back. It's Alan Reacts. Sabaton, this is my 5th reaction. Now, the last one I did, guys in the comments, I love the comments. I know everyone says it, but it really matters most comments than as much as subscribing does. And everyone was saying, a lot of people said, go and listen to The Last Stand. It seems like you like your history, Alan, etc., etc., etc. I do. I know a little bit, and I never know enough, but I want to hear this song. This is Sabaton, The Last Stand, from their channel, and it's the official video. I've never heard the song before, and I am curious and excited, and maybe I won't like it, but I doubt it, so let's get into it. What I like about this, it's anthemic and it's an official video, so, playing with the audio a little bit, but it's anthemic, it's metal, it's power ballad, it's all those things, and it's invoking history. But I also like the video itself when they opened up with the bells, signifying where you were getting your story from, to me. And it's that juxtaposition of church bells and battle. And I think that's what we're opening up here to, is church bells and battle. Clearly, guys, you Sabaton fans, you'll know. But I'm just picking up as I go along. Loving it. Love the sound, love the feeling, love the vibe. Yeah. But I know also they're not a Christian band. They've described themselves as secular band and sometimes pagan leaning. But I don't think they're ever disrespectful because they're singing about history. Let's get into the history.
On the guard of 42, along the secret avenue, the Snow Sant'Angelo is waiting. They're the gods of the Holy See, they're the gods of Christianity, the God through history is paved with salvation. They're the 189 in the service of heaven, they're protecting the holy line. It was 1527, give their lives on the steps to heaven. Thy will be done. For the grace, for the might of our Lord, for the home of the holy, for the faith, for the way of the sword, give their lives so holy. For the grace, for the might of our Lord, in the name of His glory, for the faith, for the way of the sword, come and tell the story again.
I'll pull this back. And I've listened to Sabaton before with 1916 and other songs, and it's what they do to me is they present the song from a historical perspective, and this is something that's actually happened in history, and that's the sacking of Rome in 1527. And they've also introduced the key contextual places, Castle St. Angelo, it's around Pope Clement, it's King Charles, the Emperor of Spain, and the Holy Roman Emperor, and the King of Spain, all those different things. So I suspect that their fans love it because they'll also be into the history, into the military history. And they're presenting their stories. You say, well, go on, what do you make of it all? Because clearly they're saying people are going to die for religion. But one side saying it's the holy line and the other side saying what? I love that. Love it. And the music's great. But let's pull it back.
Annihilation, echo commendation, reincarnation, enemies your destination. Triumph with dedication, no capitulation. Annihilation, echo commendation, reincarnation, enemies your destination. In the name of God. For the grace, for the might of our Lord, for the hope of the holy, for the faith, for the way of the sword, give their lives so boldly. For the grace, for the might of the Lord, in the name of His glory. For the faith, for the way of the sword, come and tell the story. Give the light so boldly, come and tell the straight star story again.
Here's the brief synopsis for you if you don't know. Essentially, King Charles and his armies, which had Spanish and German sort of mercenaries, I guess, had sacked Italy, and they were in the ascendancy. And this wasn't something that the King of Spain, the Holy Roman Emperor, he didn't order this mutiny. It was a mutiny essentially because the Germans, they'd recently converted to Lutheranism, which was really totally against the Catholic Renaissance storing of treasures, and that's your Vatican. And they were just sick of it. So they sacked Rome, and the Swiss Guard held the line, but the armies that attacked was just getting hammered. But when they broke through, Pope Clement had escaped, that's the steps, the 42. He'd gone under and he was hidden, and they laid siege to Rome, and half of Rome died. This wasn't just some battle on the steps. This was brutal. And the Catholics, you go right back, and the Catholic military, the Catholic Church, and trust me, I've got nothing. I can only look back at history. It was brutal. They were brutal. The war was brutal. The battle was brutal. But they're telling the story, and it's up to you. They neither condemn it, nor they kind of do. They give you an option to condemn it. But the music and a song and the lyrics that do that, and if you didn't know your history, then you'd probably go and look it up, because if you're a Sabaton fan, you're going to go and look up the history. Therefore, you got educated just by them releasing the song. Then if you didn't know and you went to the concert afterwards, you'd look it up. If you just enjoyed the ballad, the metal power, then great. But what a great song that just forced you to do so many different things. It wasn't a good ending for anyone. No one was a victor that day. I think they kind of settled and sort of got a bit more peaceful, because literally when they broke through through the Vatican, when they broke those walls, it was brutal what they did in Rome. But Rome had already been brutal to them and everybody around the world, as war is, as religion has in the past and probably will in the future. But that's human beings for you, and that's what this is about. What human beings will do in the name of religion and greed. Love it. Loved it. Hope you Sabaton fans can point me in the right direction, and I'll go there again. Till next time, guys. Take care. This is Alan Reacts. I'm Alan, your host. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever, ever, ever so grateful. But most of all, I want you to have a good time. I'm Alan, this is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the table.